It is a bit oddly satisfying. Oh yeah, we're starting to boil over. Woo! Go get it. Oh! Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm back with 3 viral products I've been seeing going around lately. Mainly I've seen these on short form content sites like Snapchat and TikTok. You know, the places you can get the most thorough reviews. But I wanted to see how they work, and let's jump right into it with today's 3 contenders. First up, the one I'm most interested in is this sliding pizza peel. This is supposedly a new take on the classic pizza peel. What's kind of funny about this one is that all the TikTok and Snapchatters say that it works great. Peel on Amazon, not so much. When I see that kind of discrepancy, I know I've got to try it out for myself. Next up is this microwave caddy. It can supposedly help you carry bowls and plates without burning yourself. Also has a little trough to catch any overflow, so it should be interesting. And finally, jumping on this Stanley cup bandwagon, we have this product's been going around online. It adds 4 snack compartments to your Stanley cup so you can snack and drink with one hand. Kind of has mixed reviews online, so we'll have to see how this one goes. First up, I want to jump into this sliding pizza peel. This is the one I'm most interested in. I unboxed it last night, and here's how that went. Let's try the sliding pizza peel. I paid $22.99 for this. All right, so the claims that this allows you to effortlessly transfer pizza with a subtle pull and push. Keeps the toppings intact while moving the pizza. Non-stick cloth ensures pizza won't stick. Stores compact, easy to clean. All right, so I've got to say I washed it off last night and I looked over the instructions and I already have observations before I even use it. First up, it's loud. That's something they don't show you in the videos, but check this out. It's one of the most shrill sounds I could possibly imagine. It's loud. Number 2, the assembly was relatively easy, but this handle doesn't feel very stable. People online were saying that it doesn't hold very much. I believe it. Number 3, even though I washed it off, it looks kind of dirty. Like you can see these marks right here. This has not been used. I haven't put anything on here yet. This is just, I just washed it with soapy water. You know, a lot of people online weren't really thrilled with this, but you know, it's been going around, so I gotta try it out, right? Something else I kind of noticed, the instructions aren't very good. Like right here, we've got the same illustration here as back here. We've got this, I thought this was a celebrity chef at first. It must be a stock photo or something. You've got work like magic, small case W. It should say works like magic. There isn't much text. It's just, they're just not very good. I feel like actually correcting these and sending them back to them, which I might do. So the one thing I noticed online is the way that people were using it is they would pretty much hold this handle in place and push or pull the back. So, of course, I don't ever seem to hear that sound in any of the videos, but that's what they were doing. Now, I should also point out that it is 12 inches wide, so you're kind of limited on the size of the pizza you can get. I have a 12-inch pizza crust right here, and it's right at the edges. And the reason I'm using a pizza crust is because before I get anywhere near hot melted cheese or my oven, I want to try out and see if it's going to hold the weight of a regular pizza crust. So I picked up just a generic pizza crust here, nothing on it. So let's try some tests to see how it actually works. Let's simulate delivering a pizza to the oven here. And, oh, not bad. Let's try picking it up now. Once again, hold the handle and push forward. Oh, what do you know? I did it, but it feels like it's weighing it down. Look at it bowing right here. Look at that. I'm still a little bit nervous about it. Let me try a couple more. I'm just gonna kind of go over and over again and get the feel for this. It is a bit oddly satisfying. It doesn't work perfectly every time, but it's a bit oddly satisfying. Oh wait, oh no, it's stuck. This material seems to have gotten stuck right here. We already have our first casualty. Come on. I haven't used it in the oven yet. Oh, maybe that might fix it here. All right, you know, I mean, I think the mechanism does work. It feels like it's really struggling to hold this pizza. This handle just snaps on. There's no way it's gonna hold a heavier pizza. People were saying on Amazon that their pizzas fell off or the handles broke off. I'm not really convinced about that, but I have a frozen pizza to throw in there and hopefully it goes well. I'm kind of worried I might get cheese all over my floor, but that's the risk I have to take for trying this out, right? All right, let's do it for real now. I've just got a frozen pizza because I don't want to go through the trouble of having a homemade pizza and have it fall on the floor. So I'm going frozen for this test. It is a relatively thin crust, cauliflower crust pizza, and it's still kind of cold. Oh, it kind of worked. Let me try that again. I'm not going easy. Let's try this one more time. All right. Well, it kind of works. It kind of works. But even this small pizza, look at it. It's like bowing. I feel like it's going to break off at any second now. But let's head over to the oven and shove it in there and see how it goes. It's already kind of sliding off, but let's see. All right. That worked. I'll be really interested when the pizza's done. All right, the timer just went off. The pizza's ready. Let's see what happens. Am I confident? Absolutely not. This is the big test. This is it. This is the big test. Oh, it's pushing it back. Oh, I think I got some. Let me try again. Oh, I got it. I got it. I did it. All right, here we go. It's kind of dangling off the end, but I did get it. So it just slid right off. And I've already noticed, look at this, after just one use, I've already got like a thread hanging off there. All right, I'll get back to this in a minute. Now it slid right off there. Now they gave me this kind of anemic looking pizza cutter. Let's see if that actually works. All right, the pizza cutter doesn't seem that bad really. I mean, it's a standard pizza cutter, but it feels pretty sharp actually. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it's not a bad pizza cutter, but that's not why people are buying this. All right, good news and bad news. The good news is it did work. It got the pizza in and out of the oven and I didn't burn myself. Although it just seemed like after one use, it's already looking kind of ragged. I've got a thread over here. It looks kind of greasy. There's something going on the side over here. It got stuck once. It feels like it's gonna break at any minute now. So just because it worked doesn't mean I would still use it. So if you see this going around Snapchat and TikTok, you might want to think twice. I don't think it's as good as some people present. All right, let's get to this microwave caddy now, shall we? I unboxed it last night, and here's how that went. Let's try the Silifine microwave cool caddy with handles. I paid $23.99 for a 3-pack. Here we go, I got 3 of these. Not really much to it. I'm not even sure it's worth 24 bucks for 3 of these. But the claims that it protects against burns with this microwave caddy includes cool touch handles, ideal for bowls and plates. No more burned fingers or clumsy oven mitts. Easy to clean, dishwasher safe. All right, so there really isn't much to this, so it should be pretty easy to test. Let's try a couple bowls here. First up, just a regular round bowl. It seems to fit pretty well, and actually it's not moving, so that seems to hold it in place pretty well. How about a square bowl? Is that gonna work? Maybe not quite as well, but maybe not too bad. Now this is the largest plate that I have. Is it gonna fit in there? Oh, it does. It does actually accommodate a large plate of this size. So I was trying to think of what I could use this for. I got a couple of ideas. I have something I hope will overflow because I want to try this trough out and see how it works. Let's start with a basic bowl of soup. That's what we got. It should be pretty easy, right? Lifting up, it doesn't feel too bad. I guess I'm feeling a little bit nervous not actually holding on the bowl itself, but let's see. It's kind of a nice looking gadget, so I kind of have high hopes for it. Now I should point out that usually I use a bowl hugger, which is something which kind of serves the same purpose. You just rest your bowl in there and you microwave it, which I've been pretty happy with, but we'll see how this actually compares. I was also thinking that certain microwave covers may not fit over because of these handles, so that might depend on which one you're using, but something to consider. I'm just gonna go with a paper towel and call it good. Let's wait 2 minutes and give it our first microwave test. Let's see what we got now. Well, the soup is steaming, and let's see how the caddy works. Not too bad. And it seems like it's pretty sturdy. That bowl is pretty well situated in there, so that's kind of nice. All right, so far so good, I think. I would say that my first test, it worked quite well. It's stable. My hands didn't get burnt. The soup is nice and warm, and the bowl's pretty hot too. Next up is a test of something I don't really make myself, but it's always good for boiling over. This is something my kids used to do, and this is something I talked about in a video years ago, and that is the microwave ramen test. This is how my kids used to do it. Don't hate the messenger, I'm just trying to get it to boil over. I've got it relatively full of water here. It's all pretty high. And hopefully it boils over. It's not something I usually say, but in this case, hopefully it boils over. Now we're going for extreme results. I'm not even covering it up. And now we wait. And of course it did not boil over, my bad luck. The handles are still pretty, I wouldn't say they're cool, but they're not hot. And even though it's a square bowl, it did still kind of stay in the center part there. Feels pretty steady at least. Now it is steaming hot. It didn't boil over as I was hoping, but it did protect me from burning my hands while moving the bowl, so that's kind of a good thing. Let's keep going with some canned veggies here. These tend to sometimes boil over. Oh yeah, we're starting to boil over. Woo! Let's see what happens. All right, we've got a little bit of water down there, and let's pull this out of here and see what happens. Well, the caddy is still not too hot, at least. It's warm, but not too hot. It did seem to catch some overflow down there. That's good. All right, so there's a little bit of moisture in the bottom of the microwave. Not a lot, but so it wasn't 100%, maybe 95%. All right, so the bowl tests have done pretty well so far, but let's move to a plate and see what happens there. Putting a large plate on here. I have a Potato wrapped in a wet paper towel. This usually takes about 8 minutes. That should be a good test for it. The plate will get nice and hot. Let's see how the Caddy does. And it's in direct contact with the plate too. So let's throw it in there for 8 minutes and see what happens. All right, so there it is. This should be interesting. I'll probably flip it after 4 minutes, but it's gonna go 8 minutes total. And we're off. All right, here we go. After 8 minutes. Oh, ouch, wow, that plate's hot. Okay, so it's a good test for it. Even the Caddy handles are pretty warm. Wow, that plate was hot. But this is certainly touchable, but honestly, it's actually kind of hot. Let's see if I can make it across the kitchen. Okay, it's not that hot. It's certainly bearable, but it is pretty warm still. There's also a bit of almost a burning plastic smell, which that doesn't bode well either. Let me get this plate off of here. There is a smell going on, so I think that the 8 minutes kind of pushed it to the limit, but it did hold up. It did hold up. It didn't seem like it warped or anything, so that's good. Oh, and since I got 3 of them, I ran one through the dishwasher last night, and it did hold up well in the dishwasher. No complaints there, no warping, so it does hold in the dishwasher pretty well. It does say top rack only. All right, so in the end, it does work. I mean, you can debate if it's necessary or not. I'm not sure it is, but it does work. I'm kind of more of a bowl hugger guy when it comes to bowls, but for plates, it's actually pretty good too, so I don't know. I'm on the fence of how useful it is, but it does work. And last but not least, we have this, which is the Stanley Cup snack bowl. I unboxed it yesterday, and here's how that went. It's kind of fleshy feeling and not really in a good way, if you know what I'm talking about. I paid $5.59 for this. They claim that it's a snack tray that allows you to sip beverages while holding snacks all in one hand. Also includes a straw lid, includes 4 compartments that can hold items such as popcorn, candy, chips, and more. They have different models for various size Stanley Cups. Simply insert the groove into the cup. Good for parties, camping, hiking, and more. All right, I've got my Stanley Cup here with some ice water in there. Let's close it up. Now what you're supposed to do is place this over the Stanley Cup. And this notch, I'm assuming, lines up with the handle. All right, easy enough. This is what we've got. Now let's load it up with some snacks and see how it works. Put some fruit on one side. Let's go healthy on one half. Over here we got some grapes. It doesn't really hold a lot, but how many snacks are you gonna have in one sitting? I only recently got into these after my Cheetos Duster review. They're very good, by the way, but I digress. Let's load this up. And there we go. Bailey wishes she had one of these. It is very lovely though, isn't it, Bailey? Oh, she's getting excited. She knows there's some food in there. She smells it. She smells it. All right, so it looks nice, but let's head over to the couch for a real world test. All right, so at first I was thinking maybe you would want to hold this at a party or something when you want your hand free, but this is pretty heavy to have this full of liquid and the snacks on there. I don't think you'd want to hold that for a party, but let's try it hanging on the couch, watching some TV. I'm going to watch a TV show for the next half hour, and I'll let you know how it goes. There's a lot of food in front of me. If I eat all this, I'd be stuffed. But as I use it, I'll let you know what happens. Let's see what it weighs fully loaded. Over 4 pounds. I would say this is not really for long-term mingling. I got company. Over here. I think Bailey likes this idea. She has the snacks up on the couch with both of us. She tried to take my snack. Bailey. I'll get out of here. Go get it. Oh. So how about this use in the car? I've got my Stanley Cup in the cup holder, and I've got my snacks right here. So they're right on the ready, so I can have pretty quick access. If you eat your lunch in your car, this could be another option for you. Let's quickly recap all 3 of these. Now, as far as the sliding pizza peel goes, that's a massive step backwards over the traditional design. I wouldn't believe those Snapchatters and TikTokers. I'd look more of the Amazon reviewers. They say it's not very good. I don't think it's very good. As far as the microwave Caddy goes, I do think it works. I'm a little worried about that burning smell. I'm not sure it's necessary, but if it appeals to you, it might be worth a try. Now, as far as the Stanley Cup bowl goes, now it seems completely unnecessary, but on the other hand, there could be situations where it's nice to have your drink and snacks all in one hand. So it seems like a bit of novelty, but it might have some uses out there. But that's all I've got. If you've tried any of these products, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.